Salute, Omnis, I am Ruminus, and today's video game concept goes over something called the main character syndrome. Now what this is, as you'll see in the video, is where the main character is the only thing that the game focuses on. You'll notice that no matter how many allies I have, no matter how close they are, no matter what they do, the enemies always focus on the main character. This can be very, very annoying, as every enemy seems to focus on the main character for no discernible reason. Now you can include thematic reasons as to why you would do this, such as Mass Effect 2's Harbinger, who constantly focuses on Shepard, because Shepard is basically the key to stopping the Reapers. And so if you stop Shepard, you stop any sort of opposition, therefore you are the main focus. However, even in those situations, you still want to be able to focus on the allies for two reasons. One, thematically, if you have an army of people coming after you, you should want to stop them as well, not just the general of the army. And two, because I'm playing a video game and it gets really annoying when I have 7 enemies focusing on me and there's 20 allies around me and they are just lounging about having a good tea time. There are a few ways to fix this, such as the enemies focusing on the ally that's closer to them, or the ally that did the most damage or did the most recent damage. Now, the one thing about main character syndrome is that you don't want to mitigate it entirely. Obviously, if the player realizes they can fall back to the farthest depths of the battlefield and just snipe away at the enemies, and the enemies will never focus on them because they're too far away and the allies are doing damage, then that becomes a problem too. You want the game to be challenging and fun, but you also don't want it to be frustrating, so this is where you want to have it so if the allies are doing a lot of damage or extremely close, or particularly in the way of the main character, have them focus on that ally. Maybe you cycle through several attacks, and after every 3 or 4 attacks to an ally, it switches back to the main character for a bit, and then resets later on. And what this would do is create that balance between the enemies only focus on the main character, having that main character syndrome where everything, no matter what, is focusing on you, even in games where that doesn't make sense, and also the complete absence of the main character syndrome where nothing focuses on you because you're not important and just go home and read a book. Thanks everybody for watching. I hope you enjoyed this one. If you did, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and ring the bell to be notified of future videos. If you have any comments on the main character syndrome on games that do it well, do it poorly, or just interesting ways to do it, please put in the comment section below so that we can continue this discourse. But until next time, walete omnes.